Hello, my scrumptious pets. Big Nanna again. Story time. And what have we got today? Today we have got Percy the Park Keeper by Nick Butterworth, and the story itself is called The Hedgehog's Balloon. Would you like me to start reading? Off we go. Percy the Park Keeper looked up from his work and gazed in wonder. 2 red ones, a blue one, and there's a yellow one, and another blue one. Percy was counting balloons. I wonder where they're coming from, he said to himself. Somebody must have had a party. He put down his trowel and wiped his hands. Well, if nobody wants them, he said, I think I'll have them myself. Look, there he is. It's all the balloons passing in the park. We had balloons at Ellie's birthday, didn't we? You let them go in the sky, didn't you, Vinny? Do you remember? Up, up and away, up, up and away. But Percy's going to get them for himself. What do you think he's going to do with the balloons when he's got them? Percy chased after the balloons as they floated past him on the breeze. Quick, another one, and another one, and another one. It didn't take him long to collect as many as he could carry. He began to walk back towards his hut, whistling happily. Suddenly, Percy stopped. He could hear a faint sound coming from a tree stump nearby. What's that? It was not a happy sound. Someone's crying, said Percy. Oh dear. He let go of his balloons and hurried over to the stump. There's Percy collecting all the balloons. Look, he's just getting the blue one. But then he hears somebody crying. And he runs to see what's going on. And then he lets go of the balloons. Oh no, they're going to go back up in the sky again, aren't they? Oh. Sitting on the tree stump and looking very upset was a hedgehog. 2 mice were doing their very best to comfort him. Goodness me, said Percy, whatever is the matter? Oh, look, there's Percy, and he's seen what's happening. There's a little hedgehog and he's crying. And the 2 mice are trying to make him feel happy again. And the balloons are floating all around them. I wonder what's upset the hedgehog. Shall find out. It's all these balloons, said Hedgehog. Then, in between sniffs and sobs, he explained to Percy how he had always loved balloons. The trouble was that he could never have one because they would always keep bursting on his spines. It's just not fair. And the hedgehog burst into tears again. Oh dear, poor hedgehog. He wants to play with the balloons, but his spikes make everything pop, don't they? Look, there's the hedgehog. The hedgehogs are spiky, aren't they? So I suppose if he's holding a balloon, it is going to go pop on one of his spikes. Go. Oh, but he really wants one. Oh. You poor thing, said Percy. He tried to put his arm around the hedgehog, but took it away at once. So he's gone to give him a cuddle. Ow! Ooh, okay, he said. Then Percy took one of his thick gardening gloves out of his pocket and put it on. He put his glove on. And the hedgehog nestled into his hand inside his thick glove. so he could hold him then without his prickles hurting him. I think everyone should be able to play with balloons, said Percy, and that includes hedgehogs. He put on the other glove and gently carried the hedgehog towards an old store shed. The two mice followed. Look, there's Percy's big glove, and he's holding the hedgehog. And there's Percy thinking what to do, because Percy thinks that hedgehogs should be able to play with the balloons too. Everyone should be able to, shouldn't they? We all like to play with a balloon. I know I do. The mice watched Percy through the window. He set the hedgehog down on a workbench. Just put him down there, that's it. And then he took a tin from the shelf. He opened the lid. "What's Percy doing?" said one of the mice. "What's in that box?" "I don't know," said the other mouse. "I can't see properly." The mice didn't have to wait long to find out. Percy picked up the hedgehog and brought him outside. There you go. So there's the mice looking through the window at Percy getting the box out of his shed. There's the box. It's a little tin box, isn't it? What do you think he's got in there? I wonder what it could be. "There," said Percy. "A good idea, even if I say so myself. I think those balloons will be safe now." The mice clapped and the hedgehog beamed. He thought how smart he must look wearing his corks. Look! Wow! Look what Percy's idea was. That tin was full of lots of corks from bottles of wine and things. I wonder if he'd been drinking a bit too much, do you think? Anyway, he put each of the corks on each of the hedgehog's spikes. So he's not spiky anymore. So that means he's probably going to be able to hold a balloon, doesn't it? Wow, exciting. The mouse are pleased as well, aren't they? Yay! Percy caught hold of a bright yellow balloon. "Here you are," said Percy as he handed it to the hedgehog. "Your very first balloon." The hedgehog took the balloon and with a great big smile on his face, he scampered off with the balloon floating beside him. "Another satisfied customer," said Percy, feeling very pleased with himself. There, Percy's watching the hedgehog play with the yellow balloon. Oh, the hedgehog's so happy. I think I'd be happy too if I was able to play with the balloon and I hadn't been able to play with the balloon before, because otherwise I might have kept popping them with all those spikes. What a wonderful idea that was of Percy. Percy turned to go back into his hut, but suddenly there became a loud bang. "Oops," said Percy. "One of the corks must have come off. It's a good job we've got plenty of balloons." "Don't worry," Percy called to the hedgehog. "I'm coming." Oh dear, there was a big bang because the balloon went pop. That's because the cork fell off of the hedgehog's spike. So they're going to go back and get some more out of the shed of the corks and put them back on the hedgehog and get another balloon so that they can then play with the balloons nicely and happily. Did you like that? I liked it. because I like playing with balloons, and I think you do too. See you soon, my little ones. Love you lots. Mwah. Night night. Sweet dreams.